Hello, hi Chaz. Is the thing on? It's been so long. How do computers work? It's been years. It's been years. It's been so long. I see someone called the Ender Bomber. Let me get my glasses. Oh, thank you for the subscription. 84 years now of subscriptions. Thank you, Ender. Thank you for all that daylight. My plants were hungry. Yes, I've been out fighting the good fight to save daylight. I've got a jar of it right here. This is what I've saved. It's been 6 days. Daylight savings messes with time like that. For you, it's been 6 days. For me, it's been 80 years. One moment while I suck the soul out of this person I've captured. Okay, wow, I feel so much younger. Wow, okay. Yeah, we're back. We're so back. Anyway. Oh, that was some good soul. You know, I'm starting to feel 100 again. But hi, everybody. We're back. I've been a little busy for a week. Thank you, Ender, again for the sub. I appreciate it. But we're back to Minecraft. I would try and explain most of what I've been doing. The issue is a lot of it I can't talk about because it's either in real life stuff that I've been busy with, or it is I almost said wow, that's how you know we're back. I almost immediately spoil something first 5 minutes of the stream. That's what we love to see. Since only one Thanksgiving break. Wow, 84 years later and Thanksgiving still exists. I thought I put it down for good. I thought I finally stopped that holiday. I gotta get a 50-year loan from my subscription. Oh, that's crazy, because I actually gave out a 50-year loan a little while ago. Crazy timing. There was like a secret thing in the contract. I'm actually gonna make a ton of money. I actually own the person's soul now. It's crazy. Probably not the same. Let me check the contract. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. Oh no, yeah, it's the same. Well, welcome. I do think that's also on the subscription contract. If you subscribe, I do on your soul. That's kind of how it works. But we're back to building. There's honestly not much left on this build. I am a little tempted to just finish up a few spots and then just call it good. I think it might be time to move on soon from this build. Not everything I originally planned made it in, but it kind of went in a different direction than I was originally anticipating, and I think that's okay. It can go a little different. Has it been so long your cars take pills now? I still don't have a car. I'll drive still. I know it's been 84 years. I just couldn't find the time. It would have been 85 years till I got back. Should we finish up the trees? So there's maybe like probably just one right there, and then two over here, and then maybe one right here. So there'd be like 4 trees left, and I'm not really sure what else there is. Yeah, I mean, there's really just... I want to destroy this. This just kind of looks ugly when you look at it from the side. I know the green isn't much better, but it's a little better. Oh, I did put in this. I think I did this off stream. I don't remember when. But this just helps me with... you might notice everything just got gray in the distance. That just brought in the fog from the Pale Garden. And then one of these turns it to night as well. So if I turn on Vibrant Visuals, I'll get the cool fog. But I set that up, so... I really should have labeled the buttons. It's fine. Hey, hello, beetle. Being for real, a tornado watch in my area. Oh, that's scary, to be honest. That's kind of common in some places, but I've never had to put up with that, so that's scary. So what do we think? Should I just cut? I could just cut down these two little oak bits right here, and honestly, we could call it good there, or I could put in just like 1, 2, 3, 4 more trees and then call it good. But we're like pretty much there regardless. I mean, with some few final details like actually I was gonna put a path, but I don't think many people would walk up here, so I don't think it makes sense to have one. We're of course gonna want just some grass on this hillside, just to fill it out a little bit. A little bit of this. Good, the Wizard of Oz. I actually went and saw that guy while I was away. Cool guy. Try to steal a flying monkey, it crashed. There was blood everywhere, feathers. Honestly, it's very rude of you to bring that up. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I know, it's been forever. It's years since I've been here. It actually does feel like so long, though. It's been, 9 days, I think. It's not even that many. Just 9. But it feels like forever. You know what? I'm not one to leave a build unfinished. Let's just finish up most of the last bits where I feel they're needed. Maybe not. I may not add extra ones over there, but at least like this one. This one I honestly don't think is a good idea. Actually, that's gonna conflict with that. Should get a bit worried past the 4-day mark. It is rare I just disappear for that long. To be fair. I have been very busy in real life and with something interesting that will be available very soon. In 11 days. That's been my Discord status for the last month or so, has just been a countdown to something that everyone knows what it is pretty much, because I'm not subtle at all. It's just a nonchalant chill guy. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm more chalant. Like nonchalant isn't quite right. It's Deltarune. I've considered using Deltarune as a way to promote the other thing. I'm gonna be honest. I have considered doing a Deltarune stream right as the other thing comes out and then plugging it a ton as I'm doing that as a marketing opportunity. But I also feel like people have wanted a Deltarune stream for so long. I feel like if I do it like that, that is going to be a little disappointing if it's for the purposes of marketing something else. I feel like that'd be a little disingenuous, so I've gone back and forth on it. There will probably be something big around that time just to help promote that, though. Because I definitely want the new thing coming out to do well. We have a quota we're trying to hit. And we've been making estimates of what are reasonable goals. And out of the people involved in that new project, I have the highest potential for additional eyes on it. So there's a little bit of pressure there. So don't make me look bad, guys. You don't want to make me look like the bad guy. A liar, right? Because it's your fault, right? I'm gonna guilt everyone about this. No, but in all seriousness, I think it'll be a project that hopefully some people will like. I don't think it's gonna be a large majority, but you know, I think there'll be a handful of you guys who really like that new stuff that we've been working on. How do I feel about that tree? It's kind of it's kind of like radially symmetrical. It's got some radial symmetry to it, and I'm not sure if I like that. I guess less when I look at it from the top, but too much for my taste still. There's nothing wrong with that tree for sure. It's a... Yeah, I think the one extra branch helped. That mattered. Also, in the stream allows. I've seen that name before. Somewhere today. I gotta add branches still. But yeah, I came back after getting some dinner to the Discord to 247 messages, which was so funny. I went and read through all those before I streamed. I'm still confused. I mean, it didn't really make me any less confused, but there's some stuff in there. Were you appers? I mean, I love to see it. It's always fun to go read through that stuff even when I'm not there. I kind of have to read through it regardless, but... Yeah, the Discord's always fun. They love Rain World and Deltarune more than anything. More than life itself. To be completely real, though, I don't think Deltarune's going to roll around until the end of Rain World. I think it's going to be a little while. I know that's not an answer most people want to hear, but... That's the good thing, though. Now it won't be as sad when Rain World ends, I guess. Let's see. For them, I can send to the friend group GC, and I always wake up with 500 plus messages average. Oh my gosh. I know some people would get annoyed by getting messages. When I open my phone or computer and I have messages, I'm like, oh, I have messages. I get to talk to people? And then I go talk to people for like an hour. I'm so excited. I love talking to people so much. I was actually talking to someone recently about streaming, because I was like, oh yeah, you know, I was pretty stressed about this, but you know, at night I can just go and like stream with and just like do all that, and they're like, yeah, I don't know how you do that, like that would like drain me, and I'm like, oh no, that's how I would like relax. It's like bottled social interaction. It's great. And I really, really enjoy talking. But let's see, I feel kind of separated. Should I join them? Join them where? Oh, in the Discord? Discord's great. Yeah, you should join Discord. Around my neighborhood with a flashlight in 40 degrees. That is actually the intended viewing experience for these streams. So I'm glad someone's finally like kind of in the right space for it. I think it'll be a lot more immersive that way. Weather may not be airy, but sure is bitter. I'll escape bitter airy someday. Hey, hello, apples. Live stream? What do you mean? We do this every night. What's so surprising about this? I've just been streaming on the secret channel, you know, the one that definitely exists and isn't an excuse. You know, that one. Yeah, but in all seriousness, I should probably say exactly why I've been gone for a week. So of course I have a life IRL. Who could have guessed this? And also I got sick. And also, on top of all that, I've been working on the yet to be announced D&D podcast thing. So it's been a little bit hectic to find time to stream, unfortunately, for a little while. Which is honestly kind of sucked, because I really enjoy just sitting down streaming. So it's nice to kind of get back on here. But I think the extra time and care that I've put into getting that podcast up and running, and some other stuff sorted out in real life, I think it's gonna pay off. You know some things in Discord? Oh, maybe. Who knows? There might be some things in Discord. I definitely didn't add that today. I'm actually kind of shocked I didn't even notice that quickly, to be completely honest. I thought it would be a little longer. But there may be some hints in there. There's been a lot of hints dropped on various streams. Not all of them are easy enough to guess, though. There's one running bit that has actually just been a hint, and I don't think anyone's gonna get it till the thing's announced, and then even then I don't know if you'll get it. But there has been something that's been a hint for a long time. I'm obviously not going to confirm it. Could be the chat eater. I'm not going to confirm or deny any of these. Could be anything. Genuinely, though, we have some really good stuff we've been working on. Assets. Unfortunately, we are limited to what our team can do, which means we are having to make all of our character designs and stuff in a online editor with like 3D models. So that's what we've been doing for that. But they still look really nice. We've spent a lot of time trying to get them like perfect, as well as just to give an idea of the commitment of the other people involved. There's 4 others. I have sent them each over 10 pages of just the shortened important information that they need for this. Like, half of that's never gonna come up. But they have read through it nonetheless. It's different information per person, because why not? So I think it'll all add up to quite a good result. We've got some intro music, we've got logos, we've got graphics, we've got everything ready. It is yet to be properly recorded, actually, though, is the one thing we're still waiting on. So there won't probably be I don't know if I'm going to be streaming this weekend. I'll say that. I have some stuff I need to sort out regarding that, but we'll be recording very soon. And there will be a proper announcement on the 5th. So I also should probably clarify. We are announcing it the same day the first thing comes out. So the moment this is properly out, there will be an episode out already. So it's not going to be like a thing where, oh, we announce it in a while and then like it takes a bit. We want it to be the day of all the stuff comes out, it is ready to go. Because also that looks a lot better on YouTube Analytics, and that was my suggestion. So, yeah. I guess I can kind of say the real reason why that decision was made. With YouTube, I've noticed that the better a video does compared to recent ones. Oh, my voice is dying. One sec. The more like views and stuff a video gets, the more it's recommended, obviously, the more watch time and stuff. So we actually want to avoid anyone finding the channel beforehand and subscribing. Our goal is to keep people away from it right now because it will actually hurt the analytics. So I am actively telling you, don't seek this out yet. It will actively hurt it. And there's no reason to do that. So just, you know, I don't think you can find it anyway, but I mean, I would be worried if you did. But away from what? Exactly. Away from what? No one knows. But yeah, we don't want anyone finding that channel early, because if people subscribe to it, trying to support it, and then we don't have those same people who would have subscribed on day one when we launch the videos and stuff, it'll make the video look worse. Because if we have a spike and then the video comes out later and it's lower on the analytics, they're going to think, YouTube analytics and the algorithm's going to think, oh, well, it didn't perform that well because they were doing this good without a video. We're not going to recommend this to anyone, which would be a problem. So that's like the theory behind it. Hopefully that's accurate. I'm kind of guessing from experience, but I don't know for sure. But that's why we've been so cagey about the actual name, but so fine just saying like, oh yeah, it's going to be announced on this day. Because that's the goal. That's why it's been so like weirdly communicated. This tree's starting to actually look like a tree now. I've actually been thinking about around the same time launching the face cam idea. The like pixelated face cam. That like looks like an old CRT TV screen with like a computer program running on it that is a person. That's kind of the idea. I might put that out around the same time. So there might be some big stuff coming soon. And I don't know, I want to get another video out. Actually, this might be a perfect time. I have been struggling to get a good video because I want to launch a video on the 5th. Because obviously I want to promote the other thing, and I need to get a video out anyway. So if I launch them on the same day, that's super good. I have been struggling to figure out what to do for a video. I am not going to be able to get a roguelike video out by then. It is just not going to happen. Which is what I would have wanted to get out. And then Minecraft decided, oh yeah, let's delete all his code and make him start over. So yeah, I can't do that. I have actually not fully started work back on that. I really should. I've been postponing it. Do a backflip. I don't know if that would make an optimal video, you know? But directly searching for the channel name to see if it was possible. I haven't found anything. So unless someone really digs, it will be borderline possible. Okay, there is a route. It is just like so unbelievably convoluted, no one would ever figure it out. But it's just not worth it. It'll be later. What channel? Exactly. There's none. Not check. Don't dig into it. Pretty much I'm just telling people right now, do not bother to look into this. It will no Boomsy, don't find this. The whole point of what I'm saying is don't find what I'm looking for yet. We're trying to keep people away from it for a little bit. Because it'll actually genuinely hurt it analytics wise if some people find it early. Which is, maybe I should just change the name and hide it for like a couple days. Because it's only 11 more days I need to just keep it secret for. But yeah, just don't go looking. That's all I ask. Record yourself playing Rain World Expedition for 1 hour unedited. That's just streaming, but like not live. I could just do that live as well. I've considered editing down a stream if there's any particularly good ones. The in-game D&D campaign was an idea. To be honest, I just realized I can't get that done in time to a quality I'd be happy with. Especially with a lot of other projects, it's just not realistic. I'm putting the idea just kind of on the back burner. I'll save it for something else. 30 raw hours of Rain World Death Screen. You know, it's a compelling idea, but I don't know about that one. 500 common lizards. Just like I fight them, or just them on the screen? I mean, like, you know, we're getting ideas. I don't know how useful they are, but they are ideas. Okay, I like that. This is nice. Get a little bit of foliage on the underside of these trees. few hanging leaves. Yeah, but honestly, I am open to video suggestions for that. I'm just kind of looking for something that would be fun to make, because I'm not going to do it if it's not fun to make, because that's how I always work. That will also do numbers. It's kind of hard. Why not a video comparable to your presidential campaign promises? Gives more promises for things that could happen. I could do another one of those. I could do another one of those scripted out videos. Honestly, those aren't too hard to make. Oh, I could do a video I've been promising for years, but also practically no one's following anymore that remembered that meme. I promised to one of my friends, Doombomb, I'd make a rat tier list. I don't remember what the full. I think the joke was just the concept rat tier list. I think that was the whole thing. And I even had already collected all the rat images I was going to use, and then it just wasn't funny, so I didn't make it because it's a rat tier. Like it's a goofy idea for like a second. And then it's like, okay, why am I watching this person rank rats? Like, I only have so much to say about rats, is the issue. I'm sorry, I'm just not like a rat connoisseur as much as I probably should be. I've thought about maybe just bringing some people on and just doing like Jackbox or something. That's always a, when you want easy content, I don't know if I want to be easy though. I just definitely want something that'll be fun to perform well. I actually have considered on falling back on the idea of doing a Minecraft mod where I make Minecraft, but it's a bunch of viewer suggestions. The main thing about the that is I'd probably want people to, I'd probably have to get people to play it, and I don't know what scheduling would be. I could probably find people. I'll just like show up into the D&D podcast Discord and be like, hey, I need one of you to test this. This is non-negotiable. You will be fired otherwise. And I'll make them play Minecraft. It's always an option. It's part of their contract, I think. They don't know they signed a contract, but yeah, I just snuck it in there. The whole like, by joining this Discord server, I agree to the following. Yeah. Always read the terms of service. I reserve the right to play with your emotions every episode for fun. All that. Let's see. This you should uplift you for each sale Minecraft Space Ocean 1.21, no editing, good. No cuts, but music. Be like, yeah, Disco should do that. Also, Disco's referencing a thing where 5 years ago now, I promised him a boat in Minecraft for guessing a question. And then I never gave it to him. And then about 2 years ago, I did it again. So I technically owe him 2 Minecraft boats. He'll get them someday. Probably. Okay, oh, I need to do roots on this. May I suggest a build idea? Yeah, sure. Of course. I'm always down for some more build ideas. Okay, that block doesn't go there. Foolish, stupid. Why would I think it would ever go there? Fool I am. Yeah, what do we think about collecting a bunch of ideas for mods though, and then just trying to make a horrific mod and make some people play through it for fun? Because that's one I've kind of had in my back pocket for a while. I've also just thought of making the most cursed Minecraft thing I ever can. Oh, I've got some ideas, in fact, that I have them written down. I don't know if I want to say all of them, but I'll say a few. Let's see. Zombies make only a horrific slurping sound. Don't worry, I already have the sound bite. Granite no longer has any collision. Just granite. Because I feel like no one's going to notice if they walk on it. And it's rare enough that they won't be paranoid all the time. So they'll just fall through it. For one of you in particular, craftable nuclear bomb. The moment you place it, it lights. There's just not enough time to get out of the way. You could kill the Ender Dragon with it, I guess. Let's see, where else is it? Let's see. I've got a lot of these awful ideas, by the way. Oh yeah, I've gotten annoyed enough with the 6-7 meme that I was thinking of just replacing them with 1. Just both numbers, 6 and 7. So like if you have 17 of something in your inventory, it'll say you have 11. I don't know if that's possible though. I haven't tested that. That's just a theory. I'm wondering if I can change the font for Minecraft to just use the 1 as the 6 and the 7, because I just have a disdain for that meme. What else do I have on here? Oh, sheep have maximum jump height with no fall damage resistance. They just go up. So pretty much anytime a sheep tries to walk up a block, it just launches into the sky. Helicopter, please, with chicken AI. You know what? That's so incredibly stupid. Yeah, let me add that. I was about to say, like, but when, like, it's a helicopter, shouldn't I allow them to fly it? And then I'm like, no, this is a cursed thing. Why would I want them to be able to use the helicopter? I just want to sit on the ground. Lava sharks? I might be able to do that. I actually don't know. That actually might be outside of my... See, the things that are within my coding ability are weird. Because, like, it all relies on the specific functions I know how to do. I don't know how to make something swim in lava. Maybe I just make it the Strider. It just is on top of the... I make its model below its hitbox, so only the shark fin is visible. I might be a genius. Yeah, I mean, by the way, these aren't even the worst ideas in here. There's some awful ones. Okay, I just found another one. This one's pretty... It's just... This one's more just irritating. Any chicken within 16 blocks of you teleports to you. Now, if you consider what that means, this would be happening 20 times a second. There is no way to escape the chickens except with an ender pearl. They will be stuck to you unless you kill them. I have also considered on making it just all chickens in the world, if they load in, teleport to you. Helicopter should count as chickens, so it gets pulled over to you as well. Okay, infinite food source. I'll just make chickens not drop food anymore. I'll have them drop like titanium, but you can't craft anything with titanium. I just want them to think. I just want them to have hope that there's something helpful for just a brief moment, only to find out you can't do anything with it. I think that's really what makes a good cursed Minecraft mod. When you have hope just a moment, and then it's ripped away. See, Minecraft, you have to blink every 10 seconds. You get blindness for 1 second. I could do that. That's so easy. Oh, by the way, this probably wouldn't just be with a mod. I'd have to go into command blocks for a lot of these things that I've had ideas for. It's like, let me look at how blinking would act. I just want to see it. Like, this sounds horrific. Okay, add a blindness 1-1 true. Repeat, doesn't need redstone. Delay and ticks, so it's 20. Okay, 200. Oh, wait, no, it's for, yeah, account for the extra second. Okay, cool. I think it's working. That's it. That's so irritating. That's every 10 seconds is just that. Why? But also, that's such a good idea. Because what? Just, it's so just mildly aggravating. Oh, and night vision? Yeah, one sec. So I've got to turn this off. Duplicate this. Yeah, let me get night vision in here. And then I need just a lever. Okay, how do we feel about this? Just keep building while this goes. Wow, yeah, that's just aggravating. That's just not fun. And maybe that's the best. I wish I could make it a button. Do you have to hit the button or you get like nausea or something? Or like start losing health slowly. Okay, I'm turning this off then. This can this is too far. This actually might be too far, I don't know. You know what? What am I saying too far? No, of course it's not. I think that's just right. Okay, the one issue is I have to get someone to play it though. I think that's the hard part. Because like I said to Ender recently, I'm like, oh, you want to try the most horrific Minecraft mod I can make? And he's like, I'm like kind of busy. I'm like, and I kind of realized like, oh yeah, no one's gonna want to say yes to this. Gourmand block. Don't worry, I already had that on my list. I wasn't even gonna make it like a new thing. I was just gonna replace an existing texture with it, like Endstone. Yeah, but I've got to figure out how to get someone to play it. I might see if I can get one of the people from the new podcast thing to play it because it's such a good brand integration. You know, it's advertising. You just have to sit through the worst Minecraft mod I could design. That's it. You know, it's just not that bad. Probably fine. Everything is marketing. Exactly. We love marketing. Can you add drink my pages? What does that mean? What does that mean though? Like, do you just want paper texture over like water bottle? And then just things drop it? Wait, actually, I could just do that. Wait, that could just be its own item. Now I think about it. Is this a reference to something? Mr. Business over here? Oh yeah, I am Mr. Business. I'm Lord Business even from the Lego movie. That was such a good movie. I know it's essentially just a big ad for Legos. It's also a really good movie. Spencerman's favorite quote. Famous quote. That's a new one. That's a new creepypasta. I haven't heard of that one. Yeah, there'd probably be branches over here, but you know, who's really keeping track? Let's see. Let's see your response thing. Yeah. Sorry, to respond something real quick. Um yeah, I think a good tree right here. Maybe a couple little ones, you know. Okay, cool. Addictive potion that you have to drink every minute gives you hunger, but if you don't drink it, you get nausea. I don't know if I could do that. That might be outside my ability, unfortunately. That would be really funny. But I think that might be outside my ability. I can also make it so the moon changes phases every couple seconds. Um, Also, it's eternal night. That is an option. I could just take away the moon. Who needs it? Alternative moon changes color every second. I don't know what the point of that would be. But I think that's why it might be good. Yeah, but I've just been like for a while just working on the worst possible ideas I can think of for a Minecraft mod that are realistic enough that I could do. See, actually, let's see, can you change the Minecraft font with a texture pack? Oh. Oh, I don't know if I can. Okay. It's possible. Oh yeah, I could make Jinx do it. That would be good content. I also may already have another volunteer. But you know, more the merrier is what I say. Especially if I can put them at the same time. Oh, should I make them social distance? I could add social distancing. You have to be a couple blocks away from everyone else or you get poison or weakness or something. Let me just write that down. I think I know how I could do that. Zeke the dog. I don't know who that is. See, I hesitate to add references to stuff that I don't know. Be just other players? Oh, good point. It could be mobs too. No, I feel like it would have to be just other players. Because the goal of this is to make it cursed, but not completely unplayable. It is a fine balance that I will probably fail to hit. But you know what? That's just more cursed. So why not? See, social distancing standard is 2 feet or 2 blocks. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. 2 blocks within other players, and you get a debuff. Become nauseous. I was considering bringing over the grass allergy thing from the hard mode playthrough. Honestly, I really want to coordinate with Frogmare again to finish that at some point, but it's just not been a possibility for a while. But yeah, I do want to make this at least playable. I also would love to have it just released at the end of at the end of the video. Just say it's in the comments or it's in the description on Google Drive for free. Feel free to download the world. It'll only be one world it works on, unfortunately, because I'm gonna have to use command blocks to make it work. But yeah, it's what it is. Add milk for plus 2% bonus. Milk is in the game. I could add in parentheses next to the word milk plus 2% bones as if it's like a stat. It wouldn't do anything, but I could do that just in parentheses. Yeah, I'm so glad I brought this up on stream because we're really getting some horrible ideas, and that's really what I'm looking for at the end of the day. Is just some real atrocious ideas. I was thinking of adding butterflies. That's it. That's the whole idea. I just think it would be good to keep people paranoid. Like, oh, this butterfly is going to do something awful. It's like, no, it's just a butterfly. Are you crazy? It's just a butterfly. What's wrong with it? And I just never subvert that the entire like, because they're going to be thinking the whole time, oh, there's going to be butterflies. They're evil or something. Like, no, just butterflies. It's okay. Don't be worried. It's the moths you have to worry about. I have some pretty solid stuff on like retexturing creatures as well. I can't say too much, obviously, because yeah, I'll spoil everything. But let's see. You guys remember when squids were able to be milked? Worst whoopsies in the code ever. It's not too bad. I am called emergency food, which is a cookie retextured via 512 by 512 picture of Paimon from Genshin Impact. You know, normally I'm not really someone who'd add anything Genshin Impact related, but I feel like if I was ever gonna do something like that, the cursed mod is the time. Let's see, I think we're almost there on this tree. I think it needs one lower branch. Something just like hanging down here. Yeah, there we go. Now it's a little less symmetrical. Something like that. Let's see. I don't know what I want to do here. We had the broom closet ending. What does that mean? They just end up in a broom closet? Like that's the end of the game? I do plan to mess with the end quite a bit. I was considering doing the thing from hard mode where all endstone is removed. So like you can only bridge between the towers. And that's maybe see that's just difficult. That's not cursed. Would be my issue with that. Oh, from Stanley Parable. I see. I haven't played it myself, but I have seen other people play it. I might play it at some point on stream. Might be a good one to do. Increase the radius of chorus fruit to be like 200 blocks. Oh, I wonder if that's something I could edit. Some of these things I just don't know if I can mess with, but you know, there's never a better time to learn than when you just want to mess with people. Oh yeah, I decided to start trying to learn Minecraft modding on Java Edition recently. My only thing I've been able to make so far is an entire biome that is just fire and netherrack, called California. So some real good stuff going on there. Because I was considering trying to make whatever cursed mod it was on Java instead. And I found something that I don't need to actually code anything, which is great. I don't want to code anything. That's ideal. I was gonna say it's not just the nether, but no, it's California. See, the nether's like in another dimension. And it has like a ceiling. No, this is just it's okay, so imagine this, right? You've got the normal Minecraft world set up. You've got the dirt layers and then grass. Now, picture for a moment if I replaced all this generating with netherrack and that with fire. Oh, also, I accidentally made an underground biome and it covers half of the underground of the world. There was some real good testing. I meant it to be a surface biome, but it's what happens sometimes. I thought I could make it both. I cannot. I've been thinking about maybe adding an NPC that sends you on a quest. There's no quest. They'll just kind of tell you that you need to go on a quest and give you a bunch of objectives and then despawn. And that's it. That's like the whole interaction. You can't ever find them again. I just want to send someone on a quest, you know? I think why that's in my mind is there's a scene from one of my personal favorite books that happens in. This is honestly probably gonna be something that literally no one but me has ever heard of, and if someone else has, then wow, I'm very excited that someone else has, but I don't think so. There's a book series called Magic 2.0, pretty much. I think I've actually brought this up before. It is pretty much about the world as a computer program, and sometimes its files leak through into technology. So a couple people who have been snooping around in files a lot figure out, hey, I can alter this file and mess with stuff, like my own stats. Like the main character messes with his height a little bit, to the point where it actually could have killed him. Because you're not supposed to mess with that kind of stuff, obviously. And then he messes with his bank account, of course, and he's like, oh, if I just do a bunch of little transactions, they'll never notice. Of course, the IRS notices. So he messes with the time parameter and goes back to medieval England. And he's not the only one who's thought of this. Many other people have thought of this exact idea. They've found the same program. They've gone back in time, posing as a wizard. Which is a very fun concept. And it's honestly a pretty good book series, especially the first three. On the third one, someone with a grudge decides to make essentially just programs into reality a video game quest that is just meant to irritate the other people that they're putting through as much as possible. And there is just an NPC at the start that keeps repeating the same lines of dialogue to them, and it is wonderful. It is truly a great scene of them having to try and deal with, why is this person just repeating dialogue at us before they even know it's a game. Truly, truly wonderful. I'd love to recreate that, but also, unfortunately, I can't put people into a game. I wasn't like Free Guy. I've never seen Free Guy, to be honest, but maybe. Could be. I wish I had access to my file. It'd be so fun to change gender variable to -2. In that series, there's like a rule not to mess with people other than yourself, because obviously testing changing variables of peasants is like extremely immoral. And I'll just say there is a point where someone does it. But it's honestly a really great series. I think mostly it's available on Audible. I think some of them might be Audible exclusive, actually. I very much recommend it for anyone who just enjoys some good nerdy stuff, even if you don't know much about programming. Because to be honest, I love game design. I'm not a programmer. It's just good book series. I like it a lot. And if you couldn't guess, my actual favorite book is Ready Player One, because of course it is. Because why not? I'm that kind of guy. An NPC who sells snake oil. That's a good point. Oh, I could add snakes and you have to oil the snake. I don't know what the result of oiling the snake would be, but it's a concept. I feel like it would be good if for some reason, oiling up the snake would be essential to game progression. Like, is the only way to progress. Like, it's the only way to get ender pearls or something. Oiling the snake could be like waxing copper. You oil your snake and then something good happens. Exactly. I was thinking you could also tame the snake with it. Like I could make it work like a wolf. Oh, by the way, I'm not animating a snake. It's gonna be a stick on the ground that rotates. That I'm not animating. Like I could. I know how I would go about doing it. I'm not doing that. That's that's so much more work than I'd put into this like cursed mod. And honestly, it's so much more cursed if the snake is just sliding around. That's better, if anything. See, I need to have this be very high effort, but at the same time very low effort. I want the effort to be distributed in a way that doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, why'd you spend all the time modeling a helicopter to replace the chickens and then didn't make it work? And then you just leave the snake just as a line. All right, what else do we want here? Because I think a few little trees would be nice. Just like freshly sprouted little trees. There we go. How do I feel about this kind of size? Something along these lines? Let's see. What if the snake was unkillable and oiling the snake worked like parrots and cookies? And then when you oil the snake, it drops itself as an item. It is part of the ancient city's sevenfold melody. Instead of modeling an entire helicopter, just it would be a super high quality PNG of one. Alternatively, I model the helicopter, I don't texture it, and then I use a high quality PNG of a helicopter as a texture. Because that's worse. Tameable helicopter. See, I feel like I don't want the helicopter to be useful though. There's just like it's almost like a power move to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna add a helicopter. You cannot use it. You're not allowed. What do we think about the little tree? I don't know if it fits quite right. I'm kind of against it. No one's gonna answer that anyway, so I'm just gonna chop this down. I'm not having a fidget spinner. I have a thing against those as well. There's like a couple trends and stuff I just have a thing against. And that was one of them. There was nothing wrong with that tree. What tree? What are you talking about? There's no tree there. You're crazy. It spits 10 poison fireballs at once. Oh, I don't know if I can... I'd have to look into what one of those dragon fireballs is called. It's gonna be some garbage, though. Gambling crafting where every item you craft has a 50% chance of just not working. I don't think that is possible for me to code, unfortunately. As funny as that would be, to just have gambling be a thing. That does make me wonder if you could make a villager sell pouches, so a wandering trader could show up. Or sorry, bundles. Oh wait, no, it shows you what's in it. Okay, that ruins my idea. I was gonna say, what if like a wandering trader showed up and offered a bunch of items in bundles? You couldn't see what they were, but that doesn't work. Add gambling, make it so every chest is a fully randomized loot pool. Technically possible. I guess if I just made if I made one big loot pool and then mixed in everything. But then also, I don't know. I feel like that might be too useful. I'd have to only do dumb items. I have a few good ones. Shulker boxes only show the first 2 or 3 items inside. Name all the items inside gambling item. Yeah, I'd still have to figure out if I can make a villager sell that, though. That would be the issue. Also, we might be done with this build. Like, I know it's kind of like abrupt, but... Okay, I'm gonna quickly go out. We're gonna go back here and settings. Favor visuals. Building world. We might be ready to move on to a new build idea. Let's see how this has turned out. Turn on the fog. We'll check it out like this first. Okay, I'm liking the vibes. It's definitely working for me. It looks nice. A little spooky. As my Minecraft texture set to English. You can make all villagers sell spawn eggs and have every entity have the same spawn egg texture. That can be kind of funny. Some of this I'm just worried if they'll run into it or not. Oh, I missed something down here. This looks so nice. Very good vibes here. It's a nice little town with nothing suspicious going on at all. Oh, there's blood on the... It's fine. Probably fine. Your house has a significant lack of bones in it. You're so right. We should probably add more spooky stuff before I end. I mean, I'm not gonna end stream right now, but I'll probably start another thing soon. Oh, I love how that spooky tree looks from down here. It's nice. Oh, over here needs a little bit of stuff still. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? I feel like the vibrant visuals don't look right. Is that just me? Yeah. Yep. I don't care about clouds. I have clouds off. Turn down the render distance. That's why. The last shots you took last stream are on my wallpaper for my computer. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome to hear, to be honest. I'm glad you like what I've been working on. Oh yeah, this feels better now. Oh, look at those reflections. So much nicer. Yeah, this is what I was missing. Add pythons as a craftable object. They work like end rods. You can't actually grab onto them. That's a good one. I like that. Hey, we can go inside the witch's hut as well. Oh, nice. Cozy little attic. Sybil's house got drip. For real, for real. Over here. trying to get a good angle. That's pretty nice. Kaz called chat. Yeah, no, the chat's the axolotl. Archery, I'm in the spot. What does that mean? What's, what's that mean? Say, chat is not to be confused with chat, who is not to be confused with chat, of course. Of course. This is an angle we've liked looking at, but it hasn't really changed much. Pet the drop-off zone? Oh yeah, for the thing. This is a nice one. I like this spot. So there should be a new spot up here. That's quite nice. That's a good new one right there. I have to quickly grab that as a screenshot. That's also quite a nice one. Gotta collect a few before we depart this place. Why don't we quickly change it over to night? The vibe changes. We'll get some fireflies going now. Oh, that's so pretty. That one's going in the pile. I think we had a good view from like down here somewhere as well. Maybe not. I was gonna try and get the witch hut. That's okay. That shot's quite nice as well. I mean, that's just the same one, but let's grab that. And armpits. Those already exist. Those are a thing. Oh wait, I could look down here. This one's just okay. Then I think we should look at one more thing right through here. Yeah, find the right angle for this. Kind of frame it with that. There we go. I think we've got what we want from here. I'll put those in the Discord like I always do. Can you add walking to the mod? No, of course not. Don't be silly. Hey, there's Chat the Axolotl. He lives after all this time. But I think this is done. I think we're finished with this little patch. I think that means it's time to move on. I haven't really thought through what I'm going to do much yet. I had a couple ideas. To be honest, the two ideas are very opposite. One is very volcanic, and one is very glacial. I'm not really sure which I'm gonna go with. Oh yeah, here's this. Cool. I forgot about all this. I still like this design. That was one of my better graffitis. Volcanic, you say? I know you're gonna want lava sharks. I know. I already know what I'm getting asked for here. Did Mount Faye glacial volcano? Oh, is that what that is in Silksong? I didn't get that. That's cool. I'd love to see the Ive build. I mean, glacial volcano could be kind of ice build. Should I do a quick poll in the Discord? We could throw it up to a poll. Ice or ice or lava. All right. This is gonna be open for just a little while. I'll just yap in the meantime. Let's see which is there an ice thing? Yeah, there's an ice cube. And of course, there's a volcano. Okay, it's up in the Discord. We'll give that just like a little bit. See, it's not said anywhere that Mount Faye is a glacial volcano. I just thought that's what it was because of the big pool of water at the start of the area. I guess it could be. Okay, it definitely seeming like glacial's winning. Honestly, I need to remove this soon because it's just up here. It's just the same thing. So there's really no point in having it here. I am super happy with this build though. It looks lovely. This is probably one of my favorite builds of all time. Just this little city. All right, I'm currently seeing it's 3-1 for glacial. I'll give it a little bit longer, but I don't think it's gonna change. So I'm probably gonna start planning out the area, if nothing else. Let's go out here. I don't think I need to go super far. We could go like here. I want to give myself a little space just in case when I go down. Build bitter airy. Well, maybe if it's ice. Oh, it's 3-2. Volcanic might be making a comeback. You have like 6 ghost viewers. Wait, what? How many viewers does it say? Mine currently shows a reasonable amount of viewers. 9. So yeah, I mean, there's like what? 4 active chat. That's like normal amount. There's people who lurk. Okay, I'm gonna start putting together the area. Why don't we just use a command real quick to fill it in with, let's do white. How big do we want this? Maybe like 35 in every direction. Maybe. could do, yeah, we'll do 35 in every direction. I really like gray planning grid. Is that a reasonable amount? Yeah, if you acknowledge the lurkers they run. Usually that works. I think that's a solid area. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but it might be. I will say I have less ideas for glacial than volcanic, but I have ideas for both. Glacial is kind of nice because it's Christmas, but also we do love dark and spooky castle. All right, well, farewell, Boomsy. Appreciate you hanging out for a while. Just look at this canvas for a moment. Oh, Volcanic is now in the lead. I think probably me saying something about Spooky Castle has turned the tide a bit. How long has it been since I put that out? We'll give it like a little longer. Actually, wait, we've already been, yeah, it's been a while. We'll give it like 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we'll call it. Yeah, I mean, a dark and spooky castle. It will probably be a dark and spooky castle. I probably gonna do something gothic, volcanic, a ruin buried in ash kind of thing. Glacial, I'm kind of thinking like an abandoned town up in the mountains, built over like a large crevasse. Those are the two ideas. Also, I need to find the middle of this again. I just realized 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So right here should be dead center. Well, that's the center. All right, I think we'll call it. We're going with volcanic. This is going to be our template right here. Why don't I get some just markers placed down so I know what I'm working with. So the main things I want to do is Spooky Castle is going to be the biggest point of interest. But I kind of want to set up a scene almost. This one, a lot of them have been more like, oh, I want to like walk around through them. I think this one's gonna be a little bit like I definitely want to still have that feeling of like being able to like walk around it and feel very immersive wherever you look. Except this one, I think I want to have a lot more of that feeling of like there's like one main viewpoint for it, where it looks very impressive and spooky. I actually might need a little bit more room. We'll see. Maybe I'll have this be the castle grounds, and then I'll do outside later. You know, I like that. Let's do that. Because this is still not that big for a large castle build. And, you know, we can always use commands to copy stuff over as well, so. It's absolutely going to be made out of, like, black materials. Probably some, like, pretty big towers. Wait, no, I'm going to do one more, because then it's an odd number, because we want odd numbers. So that should be middle, yeah. bit of this. There we are. I'm thinking that'll be just one tower. Oh, maybe square isn't quite right. Square's kind of generic. It might be worth going for something a little more interesting. I think what shape would look really nice here. Okay, I'm kind of thinking maybe octagon. Hexagon is also interesting, but it might be a little... The hexagon would be such a good challenge. Okay, we're breaking out the pixel art software to plan this out. I need a... Okay, we're going to switch over to display for a bit. There we are. I need a hexagon. Just a straight up hexagon. What are the angles? I can't find... Okay, whatever. You know what I could do? I can import this, just a random image I found of a hexagon. And then we can resize it to about how big I want a tower to be. Why don't we take it down to like... Oh, we want this more centered, huh? That's fine. We'll work with it. Maintain aspect ratio, of course. Let's bring this image down to like 30 wide. I forgot to resize canvas content. What in the world is happening here? I don't even know what I just did. That's a new one. Oh, I hit Alt-Z instead of Control-Z. Oops. Resize canvas content. Ah. I found an issue. Yeah, this is some real good work here, I think. I think that's it. Is that it? Is that a hexagon? Boomsy, I don't know how late it was with that. Pretty late. Bill says the interior angles are 120 degrees each, if that helps. Yeah, I'm not sure why I looked that up, to be honest, because, like, I don't know how I could translate that easily. Okay, let's switch over to game capture. That is the shape I'm about to try and build. Oh, wait. I can't do a square wall if I have hexagon towers, at least, and making it look good. So we need a hexagonal wall as well. Back to hexagon land we go. Let me screenshot this tower. So yeah, a 3x3 square had 2 pixels on the top, and it had an outline a dozen times. I mean, it could work, but I could also just scale down a big hexagon. You put this back up, switch to display capture. Okay, we're back to here. So this needs to be huge, though. Like 70 wide. And judging by there's a pretty big edge, we'll go with like 90. So we'd have a tower at each of these. I think this is the best line right here. So we'll make that one real. And can I just get rid of all these? I don't need the white. Okay, that sounds wrong. You know what I mean. Anyway, so if we get rid of all this around the edges, there's a chill building stream. We're trying to figure out a perfect hexagon. You know, real chill. I'm definitely living up to the title right now. The chillest thing to be doing. Okay, this is the center too of the hexagon, so I actually want to remove all this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this, flip vertically. Wait. Yeah. And then we take this and we flip horizontally. And we have a perfect hexagon. That's looking pretty good. Next up, I need to insert. So I took a, oh, that, okay, that folder's fine. I'm so glad there's nothing bad in there. And by bad, I mean that's gonna dox me, not like, I misphrased that. So now if I go and find the screenshot I just took of the other hexagon, this one. So we're gonna just shrink that down, put that over here. I'm gonna go in, make a second layer. I always forget to use layers. Today I won't. It's like, oh, it's like this. Oh, I don't know how long the sides were. Like approximately like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 10. Find the count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I went 2 there at the end. These towers are too big, I think. Yeah, towers are too big. Duplicate tab. Let's make it a little smaller. By just classic resizing. The canvas is too small. Six on each side, so we can shrink this in a little bit. It's like 20. Oh, no, we need a little more. 22. And now we resize canvas content. And how wide do we want it? Probably like... How long do I want it? Maybe like 15. So let's shrink it down to like 15. And it's very rough looking now. Let's just copy this just in case. And I'm gonna try and draw. So these are meant to be here. Got lines here. Okay, so we go here. See, it's more of a circle. So I think I need to go like that. What? Why is this going differently? Cool. I guess just which side you started at matters. So we don't want that happening. It's not really a hexagon anymore, is it? It's just kind of a circle. And that's less interesting. Okay, what if we just shrink it down like a little bit, like 18? That's like a hexagon. It's a hexagon in our hearts. That's not enough for me. I need more. That's like a decent hexagon. You know, I like the hexagon we had. Maybe we just build everything around the hexagon idea we already had. Have we considered that? Can I even? Yeah, I mean, that's just like so big. Like, this is huge, by the way. I just want to be clear. Like, this is massive. This is 22 blocks. Um, this to this is 65. I don't think there's any way I can make this hexagon work better. Could just have big towers, but I don't know if I want to commit to that. Hmm. So here's the real question. Do we want to make the entire castle bigger? Or do I want to try and compromise to make the tower smaller? What if I go down even smaller? Maybe there's another hexagon shape that's an option that's even smaller, like 12. Okay, how in the world do I fill this in to make a hexagon? That's like not even a hexagon anymore. That's just becoming a circle. Be a true builder, build a castle with a giant interior or back, with no interior or back. Okay, one sec. How big is this? I've got like 90. Make a new canvas. It's like 150. Oh wait, no, we don't want that. Never mind. We want 80. Oops, I didn't. Whatever. This will be our new thing. I don't need to worry about that one anymore. Then we grab this layer. Take the emerald sprite and then make it wider because it's not actually it's technically a hexagon, but not a like perfect hexagon. We need perfection. Nothing less. So here's what I want to do. I want to resize this to be even bigger. 150. Because that still looks like a good hexagon. Okay, we're gonna need to just like copy over this side. It's okay. We flip horizontally. We do that. We flip like this. That's a big hexagon. And we can remove that because that's just the tester one. Then we can bring in our little hexagon tower and it looks proportional. Let me bring it down so it goes in like halfway in the middle of the side. Oh, actually, we would probably want it, one sec. Like this. So it enters in the middle of the two back sides. Oh, and let me just... Yeah, okay, that looks fine. And then we would want... Just make a new one of these, get back my original hexagon. I want to grab this. So this one, it enters through a side and then leaves another one that's one away. Wait, does this work better for that? Oh, it does. So I should just use this version. And now we go to here. We can copy all of this. Oh, we're getting hexagonal with it. That actually looks like a very cool castle layout, if you look up here. This is kind of what we'd be looking at. That's quite nice. I mean, the walls have to be thicker, obviously, and we'll have something in the middle of the walls. But that's a nice looking hexagon. Now I need to build it. How big is this? Let's see. 141 across. This is huge. Okay, so by the way, this right here. This, if doing quick math, is 71 by 71. Now, I hate to be that person who's like, hey, that's double what you allotted for this build for just the castle. But I'm gonna be that guy. Yeah, this is double what we had planned. So this has to go because we're not gonna be using this platform anymore. So I guess we'll just put air, and that's gone. How many was it? Sorry, was it 140? I'm gonna turn back on game capture, but I'm gonna go over and check this real quick. How wide again? Just double checking. Yeah, 142. Oh, let me check across the other side. Sorry, I only checked one direction. 128 on the other axis. So that's not too bad. So 142 is pretty big. If I make it 150 by 150, we'll have 4 blocks on either side. Not too bad. Fill. I think this is going to be a project I work on for a while. Oh, I need a basically plan. Give me planning grid. Sure, blue. Okay. Just any block. So, yeah, we love autocorrect here. Autocorrect is good. How dare you just autocorrect? Okay, so positive. Okay. So if I'm gonna make it 150, we want to start at 1. Okay, we want 1 block below me as well. We want to stay 1 block below me, and then 150 away. We want black, or no, we'll do gray planning grid. Now, is that 150 blocks or is that 149? Because I actually... It should be. Yeah, it's 150. So the next thing I need to do is the same thing, except in this direction. Okay. So that's negative. Negative x. So now we get a command block. Okay, execute positioned as at P. Wait, no, it's just... What's the code? Execute positioned as at P as at S. Actually, I don't even think I need the as at. Okay, I was right. Positioned as at P. Run the command, and then I will paste. Why can't I escape? Hello? Oh, my game is about to crash, I think. Minecraft is not responding. I'm not sure why. I haven't even done anything yet. This is before I mess with the commands. Shay wasn't saying. Oh, I can't even. Okay. Yeah, let me force quit. Hopefully we didn't lose too much progress. Because that's unfortunate. Look like you're designing a mega base. Yeah. I kind of just am. Huh. Yeah, there's no excuse. Yeah, I am. Pretty much. I think it'll be great looking. Oh, please tell me it didn't set me back. I mean, I guess we didn't do that much this stream, to be honest, except his plan. Oh, no, we're fine. Huh. Huh. Hmm. Huh. Strange. Anyway. Execute as at P. Run. Oh, I have to type that again. Fill -1, -1, to -150, -1. My name, because I forgot to add an actual name for this mod. My name, Gray Planning Grid. Okay. What? Oh. Silly me. Silly me. Yeah, let me just run across here. And once I get to the far side, we will be ready to build. Wait, what? Hello? Did I not flip the lever? Maybe this? Oh my gosh, it's stupid delays on it from when I copied it over. That's so dumb. Anyway, now I should be doing it 20 times a second. So I can run right along here. And as I move, it'll automatically fill this area. And I need to make sure I backtrack on the exact same line so it doesn't make any extra blocks. Just be very careful not to mess it up. So if I just remove all this, put air. Good. All right, we have ourselves a building area. Oh boy. Oh boy. What have we done? This is completely reasonable. Yeah, I see no issues that may arise from this. That's like really big. Oh, you're right. Didn't realize that. But in all seriousness though, yeah, it is huge. I'm second guessing a little bit. But I have nothing if not time to chip away at this over the course of many streams. And to be honest, once we get one wall down, we can just put in. So really, we only need to build like one flat wall, one diagonal wall, and then we can structure block it over around here. Sorry, what? Don't do that. Let's see. So you're preparing to make map art. Yeah, kind of does. So the issue is, how in the world am I gonna find my starting points to build from? Let me pull up my reference image. Should I try and make should I how would I do this? Okay, I've got an idea. There's nothing on this monitor that I can't show, right? Alright. We're gonna a new display capture. Create new. Is there... Okay, I have to be very careful which display I pick right now. Okay, no, I can cover that. I think it's this one. No, it's not. Oh, look, hey, there's the stream. Anyway, this one. You may see that this is actually what's on my other monitors. So I guess congrats, you can see that finally. So now with this, I can crop it. This will also, this is actually not just a screenshot either. Like I can move my mouse over here, as you can see. You can see me measuring things too, because I think that'll be kind of cool. Where do we want it? Like up here? Yeah, up here. Maybe a little smaller. All right, how do we like that? So, oh, I just realized if I zoom, it messes it up. So obviously this is in the middle. So 75 blocks along would be right here. Wait, let's go right. I need to zoom in more. $72. I gotta make sure I see the edge. This is actually kind of annoying. $70 blocks and then diagonal one. So assuming this is block 1, which it is. I want to go 69 blocks this way. And then somewhere along this line is where the thing starts. Okay, there's a 4-block gap from the edge. All right, we have a guiding light now. What's your opinion on the settings button being moved? It's annoying. I don't like it right here. I think there's a mod, if I remember right, someone told me about, that changes this out for this, which would be really nice. I should honestly get it. How big is one of these? Okay, we're gonna zoom way in on this. Oh, the way I have it cropped isn't gonna show. There we are. So that is 10 blocks. Then we go this way. 1, and 2, and 1, and then 2, and then 2, and then 2, and 2, 1, 2, 1, I probably just sound like a crazy person if you didn't see the context of what I'm looking at. Probably are, still do, to be honest. So it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, and then the middle. That is one tower. Crazy how Bedrock Resource Packs continues to function UI. There is some crazy stuff that you can do with resource and behavior packs, though it's definitely not as versatile, but it's a lot easier to use in my opinion. So here comes the rough part. That's big. We're currently looking at, maybe we'd be looking at this section up here. So this starts, why don't we use a different color for this? So I know this is my main wall. So it's not next to this, it's next to that. I'm gonna have to lock in and just focus on keeping this going correctly. Let's see. I'm gonna be able to look at chat for a bit. Oh wait, crap, that moves it in a way I don't want. Was it just the same pattern all the way through? 2, 2, and then 1. 2 2s and then a 1, 2 2. Nope, there's some 3s. Okay, so then it like goes to here, and it goes 2 2s, and a 1, and then 3 2s, and then a 1, and then 2 2s, and then a 1, and at least 2 more pairs. Oh wait. So there's the 3, and then there's 1 2 3 pairs. That's the 3, and then let me show what I'm looking at. Here's the 3 right here, and then there's 1 2 3. No, this one's the third one after. Is actually that. Oh, but that's where it meets up with the wall again. Okay, that's a pattern I can remember. Lev, I just laughed. The sheer size this is really hitting. Yeah, it is. The good thing is, I have to make one wall, really. One diagonal and one straight wall. And then we copy it. We literally just use a structure block and boom, we have the rest of our walls done. It's that easy. But we do have to get one wall that's straight and one wall that's diagonal done. And at least one tower. That's the great thing about symmetrical builds in creative mode. You can just structure block everything once you're at a certain point. All right, next up, look at this. Switch over to this view. Oh, this is actually under control of this, I think. Make sure I'm aligned correctly. Yes. So then that goes to here, and then that goes. I'm not in the correct place on the map. That's fine. I don't need to worry about that too much. Yeah, but I clearly made a mistake when I was teleporting out here. Is that not in the middle? Oh, definitely not. Yeah, I just messed up my math. It's whatever. We can just delete part of the area over there and add a little bit more over here. No worries. I'm not going to move this part. I'm going to move the canvas. 1, 2. And over here. That's 10. Yep. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We can just leave this block here so we know how many blocks over we need to go. So from where I am, that would be... oh, it would be -1. -1. -150. -1. That. Gray. Landing grid. I think we need at least 5 more. Is Rain Wednesday going to be back this week? I don't know. I might be busy on a Wednesday, to be honest. I will try. Just a few more blocks to work with. Oh, I just guessed it perfectly. After I calculated it wrong over there. Guesses are better than calculation. That's what I'm learning. I think I may have aligned this wrong. Oh, wait, no, I remember why I did this way. See, it's like different amounts. This was just because the this wall lines up or this wall lines up. I don't really get to do both. Or can I? Because, like, oh wait, that one's in the middle of both. So I should probably try and make it so it's in the middle of both on this one. Yeah, why aren't they in the middle of both? That's so weird. I don't know what happened here. Oh, so there's just one in. Because, I mean, obviously it's an even number, so I can't make it perfect, but we'll account for that later. So these ones should just be one in, one in. So that does mean this is no longer in the correct spot. All of this needs to just get shifted over 1, but that's why we plan things first before we build them. Just build everything 1 to the side. Easy enough. That means I guesstimated wrong. No. To be fair, I was guesstimating off of the old plan. There we go. Now it'll exit at a reasonable point, which is, of course, right here. Now I just need to know the distance between these two. 40 blocks. We're going to do it like this, so I don't have to count it. That is 40 right there. Yeah, this is going to be the biggest build on this world by a long way. I think it'll be very cool when it's done. But yeah, this is going to be something to do. We haven't really done a like big mega base, but I guess kind of that. But I feel like that doesn't quite count. I guess it kind of. Here's the thing: some people would call like that a mega base, and I wouldn't. I've seen people call stuff that's a mega base that's like pretty small. I think this is the first thing I'd count as. I mean, maybe that. Because at the end of the day, a mega base is a base that's like incredibly excessive in size, and that one, I guess, probably honestly that's probably a mega base if you built it in survival at least. This one for sure will be, because I didn't want to compromise the size of my or the shape of my hexagons, because we never compromise the shape of our hexagons. So instead I'll do hours and hours of work just to make the hexagons work better. Looking good. All right. Watch this. It's not mega base. No small part of the floor. No small part of the floor with just 3 double chests in the furnace. You're so right. I should have added that up there. All right. I'm gonna try and memorize this in a special way I've learned how to. Oh, I need to figure out where it starts. I'm not gonna worry. I don't want to like be losing my place while I'm doing that. All right. So 2 1 2 1 2 1 3, and then yeah, okay, 2 1 2 1 2 1 3. 2 1 2 1. Wait, no. 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 3. 1 2 1 2 1 3. There we go. That should be exactly what I built up there. I mean, that looks right to me. This is really impressive. The counting or the normal build? I just pretty much, whenever I need to do a pattern like this, especially if it's something that repeats vaguely, I just remember, like, I just try and put numbers to each shape. Like this, there's 2 sets of 2 blocks. I'm just going to call that 2. It's 1 set of 1 block. I'm going to call that 1. And then I don't really have a name for this one, but it's 3 pairs of 2, so I'll just call that number 3, and I can easily remember that that one's the one that's, like, not the same counting system as the rest, because it only shows up once. It's similar to how me and some other people I know describe circles in Minecraft. Like how probably one of my favorite circles is the 3 2 1 2 circle. Because when you're describing a 3 2 1 2 circle, you go 3 2 1 2, and then you repeat 3 2 1 2 3 2 1 2 3 2 1 2, and you make a circle. It's my favorite circle. It's a good one. I use it a lot. I have a bunch of circles memorized because why not? I need them for building, of course. Like, just like a normal person kind of thing to do. All right, let's take a look down here. And then we just quickly put together our hexagon. Does the editor support modded blocks? I would assume not. I don't know. It was so laggy. I remember I played around with it for a little bit, and it just, it just wasn't that useful. I would guess that eventually it will, but I would guess right now, no. I mean, they can't do hexagons anyway, so really, what? Who needs the editor when you have pure force of will to get this done? All right, time for the weird counting thing again. 2 1 2 1 2 1 3. 2 1 2 1 2 1 3 2 1 2 1 2. I don't actually think there's another 1 at the end of that, even though I said it one time. Did I mess this up slightly? Those look like they don't quite align. I think I just left off a segment. Oh no, that looks good. Okay, never mind. I should have just been confident. now that we have this, we can make our hexagonal sides. Go back in a bit. And let's just go, oh, we need to go 40 in this direction. So why don't I just stand right here and flip my negative signs around. And there we are. Okay, this is where it could get bad. I'm gonna put in one more hexagon right here. Why I say it could get bad is this is where we find out if it lines up. If it doesn't, that means I've made a mistake somewhere along the line and it genuinely could be anywhere and we're gonna have to go over and look at everything. If I've counted everything perfectly the first try, then we're good to just start moving on to the next thing, which is what I'm hoping happens. I believe it is like, right? Is that right? Here? I think right here is where I need to put it, but let's double check. Okay, yeah, it's right there. Let's see if my counting method works. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Then we get the 3 in here. And then the reverse. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it perfectly lines up. That's what we love to see. A big ol' hexagon. All of that for this. It's just a hexagon with a bunch of little hexagons on it. But it's our hexagon with a bunch of little hexagons on it. And that's what matters. So I guess we should probably design a pillar for, or a tower first. Whee. So let's get our block palette kind of figured out. What are we looking at? You know, before I do block palette, let's just get some colors. We're gonna want red, we're gonna want orange, and we're gonna want all these different kind of ash colored tones. So a lot of these. Ooh, do we want more red though? Because we could bring in the red nether brick, because red nether brick's really nice. Oh, I think we gotta bring in the red nether brick. Because I can do red nether brick walls. Oh, and normal nether brick. That's really nice. I don't really have a block to fill in for that, though. I guess we'll have that be normal nether brick. I just need to let this speak to me for a moment. I just need to kind of imagine what a pillar or a tower here would look like. This is kind of the outer wall, the much more like squat, sturdy level. So it's not going to be super tall. But it needs to be... What's the golden ratio again? What is it? What is the exact golden ratio? 1.6. So we could look that's usually like a go-to is the golden ratio for this kind of stuff. So if I take the width of the tower, which I guess would be from flat side to flat side, which is 20, that would mean 32 is our golden ratio. We also could do double that. So that's 10. 20. $32. I don't think the golden ratio has failed us today. I like that. So why don't we fill in this whole place? So how we'll do this is just make the same pattern along the top, and then we'll use commands to fill it in from top to bottom. Is the golden ratio represented by phi? I forget. Yeah, I think it is. Let me double check. Let me double check that's the same symbol. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's the same golden ratio. Let's see. I forget why this is like such a good ratio, but I know it's a thing that like the human eye just kind of likes it a little bit in builds. I just forget why. So this is going to be just a kind of just trust me bro kind of moment. Just believe that this is what looks good. There we are. We have our area. Slash fill from right here, 1 block below me, to right here, 32 blocks below me. Light gray planning grid. I'm off. Okay, I see where I'm off by. I'm off by 1 in this direction. Easy fix. That's why we test. Before I slash fill everything, because that would have been a pain. I think the golden ratio is like the mother of all geometry, I think. Might be. I completely forget why it was good, but it's good. Structure approved. Good number. Technically it's like 1.618 or something, but would that affect it? One sec. Okay, so that's 32. If I do 1.8 afterward, I don't think that changes enough to matter. Oh, I just realized I forgot the Wikipedia page just gets pulled up here because of my monitor. My bad. Oops. Yeah. Anyway. I guess we don't need this up in the corner anymore. Yeah, it would just change it from 20 to, or sorry, 32 to 32.36, so it does not matter. It's a third of a block difference. Okay, these are lining up. I wish there was a slightly faster way to do this, but every other faster way is not at all safe, and I'd probably have to back up the world a bit. That was not the command I meant to paste, because I actually just hit twice. They have third slabs, we already have half slabs. We just need those third slabs. I guess like a trapdoor would probably be close. Definitely not there, because I think a trapdoor is a fourth, if I remember right. You know, a bed actually might be. 16 blocks, so approximately, let's see. So it's 65 by 3. What's the closest block to it? 5, so it'd be 5.3 pixels. I think a bed's 6. So I think a bed's as close as we have. Wait, beds are taller than there. Oh no, beds are taller. Wait, I'm thinking of a different block. Wait, what's the block I'm thinking of? Stonecutter? No, because Stonecutter's 7. Snow, yeah, you could get up to pretty close with snow, because snow's 2 pixels. So that's a third slab right there, or as close as you can get. I didn't expect this to be a math stream, but it worked out that way. And that's just, just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you seek out the math, sometimes the math seeks out you. Oh, I missed a block right here. Just noticed it. Okay, it's starting to look like an actual shape now. That's pretty nice. I love shapes. Yeah, I have a feeling this build is going to take a little while. I mean, actually, you know what? Maybe not. Because, like, yeah, it has sheer scale, but probably isn't as detailed. Oh, we'll have to add a gate eventually, but we'll do all the walls perfectly symmetrical, and then we'll add a gate. Or we'll add a gate through one of the towers. Could be kind of cool. I should just build this in survival. I think that's really what I need to be doing. This should be a survival base. If I ever got on like an actual like big server where like everyone does actually huge builds and stuff, I would probably do some stuff like this. I just don't have the reason to do this stuff in survival right now. It's like, okay, it's cool and all, but like it's just art. I don't need it to like be in multiplayer yet. Whatever, I'll get rid of some of these platforms later. I'll just finish off this one real quick because I'm already started. I don't know why these spawned in. Or I guess weren't removed is what I should say. Hi chat, today we're learning math. What number is this? Base 10. I got logarithm flashbacks when he said base 10. I don't want to think about math. At least I'm the one causing the math. Actually, I can't even argue. I'm the problem here. I'm sorry, chat. It's important that we have math for this. Alright, so just kind of imagining what this structure. I mean, we'll put the top on it, but completely ignore that. This is just the. What would be the word? I was gonna say shaft of the tower, but I feel like that's not right. Like, I don't know how else I'd explain it. You know what? Whatever. This is the shaft of the tower. I stand by what I said. Turret? I don't think it would, because turret is the top of it, isn't it? Calling it the shaft of the tower. I've already said it. I can't, like, it's if it's gonna get clipped, it's gonna get clipped. You know, if anything, I should say more clippable things. I should filter myself less so I can farm clips. That's what I should be doing. Anyway, let's run up and down the shaft of this tower with all of these blocks. Okay, see, now someone's gonna clip that bill. Oh, what? What did he say? Sorry, take that out of context. What? And then I profit. That works. Capillary? I don't think capillary is the right word. Okay, so we're gonna erect this tower, It's gonna look really nice. I'm gonna wreck this big tower. That's what happens when I don't stream in a while. I'm just like, yeah, let's just make stupid jokes the whole time instead of actually any insightful commentary. So I'm thinking this is gonna be like lava, essentially. Like dried lava. Hmm. So what design do we want on each face of the tower is kind of a big question. So this is just rough. I'll probably detail it and make it like kind of crawl up the tower a little bit. Like what kind of design? We could do like an eye. We could do like a diamond shape. What's this there that would just like kind of look spooky? We could put like a big skull looking thing on the side. Okay, I looked up. It's called a tower or turret. Oh, this part. I thought, is this part of the tower a turret? Let's see. That just auto-corrected to tower crane. Let's see. Parts of a castle tower. Okay, the bartizan is the top. Oh, a turret is a small tower. This is not a turret then. Portcullis. No, that's... So we've got the portcullis, the drawbridge, and the arrow loops, and the moat, and the barbican. Those are none of the things I need. Wow, this actually is... I was just reading through all the things this pointed to, and none of them were... ramparts, the little nubs. Okay, so what I've just figured out is this part that overhangs. This whole piece up here, everything after it starts going out, is the bartizan. Up here, the arrow slits, like here, and the ramparts are the battlements. And then specifically the types of battlements are ramparts, arrow slits. So this is just the tower, and then the top is the bartizan and the battlements. So that's more than probably anyone ever wanted to know about that. It's a wall. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. We need our castle terminology correct here. So I'm thinking something kind of like this. And then we flare it back out. Then it touches this part. And then it goes back in. Whoa, that's crazy. Why would it do that? Oh, I just realized since I added this part, it kind of just makes it not quite, not quite the golden ratio anymore, so I might have to fix that. So I actually think the golden ratio is exactly the amount we need here. Okay, we need 2 more. We've actually lost 4, so it would be slightly less than the golden ratio. So we drop this by 1 along here. So then I only need to add 3 up top. I don't think we're doing the interior on this one. I'm just going to say that now. How do we feel about that design? Screw the golden ratio, use 2. I mean, that's a good number. So now I gotta make sure this works on the non-standard sides. So like we need to go here and here. Here. Let's see. So that goes there. That goes there. Goes there. It's kind of working. It's a little weird, but it's working. You know what? We just keep going and it works. And then it makes the additional diamond pattern right there. That's what makes it look real nice. And then we'll put like a big like orange thing or red thing in the middle of that. Okay, this is starting to look nice. The vision may not be understandable yet, I don't know. But I at least have a vision now. I see a path that ends with this looking cool. Let me go here, then 2 over, 2 over. You know what? That, I thought I was going to come out here and see, oh, it's completely misaligned. I'm going to have to fix that. No. I kind of almost like the chain link pattern looking thing. It's kind of cool. So why don't we do that around more of it? There we are on that. With lava behind the chains. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but in more of like an artistic form where it like looks, it's kind of like a lava design instead of actual lava. There is just something impressive to like architecture over just fantasy sometimes. Like impossible architecture, but just like it looks like someone did really build it. And like all the art that went into that process is so interesting. Luckily, this design is really easy to remember and just do on each side. Like I'm having no trouble just remembering exactly where to place all these blocks right now, because all it is just like 2 blocks, move to the side, 2 blocks, move to the side. It's an extremely simple pattern. It's so effective for this. It is nice returning to my roots of building castles. It's been so long since I built a good castle. The shaft needs bones. We must add the bones. I was really trying to think of something to say past that wasn't just going to be another joke on the same topic. I can't find one that isn't. I think that's a me problem. All these. This is super quick and easy to build, at least. Yeah, sometimes it's not the like hardest, craziest designs that end up being the best. It's just I want to build a hexagon and I'm gonna make diamond pattern on it. It's like, yeah, that works sometimes. It's all that's needed. I have a cat. Hello. You wanna come up here? You're invited up. You can join stream. Oh, I messed up here. It's not centered evenly and it's driving me mad. Yeah, I just realized that. Oh, I actually think you mean something else. I meant this. I just realized I just went one block too early. Get rid of all these, because these are in the wrong place. And we're back on track. Yeah, it's never going to be perfectly centered with the sides, unfortunately. Any of these diagonals, it's not going to be perfect. Like, you can kind of see the lines in there. But that's the thing. You only see them if you look closely. And with all these dark colors, it's going to blend right in. And you just got to trust the process that it'll deliver. And it'll look good in the end. These ones are centered perfectly. These ones are... Actually, technically these are centered perfectly. It's just... The wall is strange in its diagonalness. Now here's a nice perfect one. A bit of this. And then back the other way. I'll do it on this side too. And then back the other way. Up a bit and then out again. This will be inside the wall now. Yeah. It will be. I do plan to have a little bit before the actual proper keep or whatever else is going to go in here. So I do need to make sure I have the inside figured out as well. Maybe not the full interior, but like the exterior of the wall viewed from like the courtyard needs to look decent. But it actually looks so imposing when you look up at it. Wonderful. That is exactly what we want. Imposing. A bit of this. 2, 3, 4. And then we can bring it back in. See, your wall needs 2-foot big earwigs on it. You're so right. I'll have to add those somehow. I love promising things that I have no idea how to execute on. It's my favorite hobby, really. Oh, I'm not sure if you heard, but the cat jumped up on my lap, missed the jump slightly, and then just kind of fell. It clawed his way up, and then just jumped off the other side of the chair. He's not even up here. He just kind of fumbled around and left. I would make fun of him, but also it's the cancer cat, so I can't. Because then I'm the problem. So I'm kind of thinking I might just go straight to a color here. Also, I know this isn't going to be the same color. This is probably going to be more like that color. I'm thinking maybe in the middle here. Maybe that. And I can of course use stairs and stuff to accentuate that a bit more, so it's not as rough. I'll use plenty of stairs on the outside as well. Kind of doing something like that. And then something similar down here. I'm not sure if green would quite be the vibe for this. That looks quite nice. And then I need to figure out what goes on the other ones. Maybe just like to break them up a little bit. No, that just looks asymmetrical. Oh, ice, but with lava behind. Well, the frozen tick rate. Maybe not ice, because it's blue. But I could do something like that. Could put glass in here. I mean, that doesn't look too bad right now. I think just for the sake of it, though, I think we need a 3-block border up here. I think yeah, I have to. Just for the sake of symmetry. Yeah, it needed it. That kind of throws off the golden ratio, but the actual golden ratio of the real like chunk in the middle, it's there, so it should be fine. Looks like some professional pottery. I will take that. It's like an urn. Urns are spooky because you put dead people inside of them. Sometimes when they're ash, too. I mean, you have to put a lot of effort to get them in before they're ash. Sorry if I went quiet for a second, just thinking about the things I've done. Let's see. It looks like a wrapping around the oranges. Then like net wrapping you get around fruit. Yeah, I can see that. Finally, fishnet tower. Oh, how in the world is this gonna work here with the red? Oh, okay, I'll figure it out in a sec. Mr. Archer with the fishnets. You know me. We got the fishnets. Live on stream. So where do I want... So I definitely want this here. Now the issue is 2 and 4. Okay. It's like that. And then this. It's like a little weird. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna work right. This might be where I start to run into issues. Let's quickly just check. Okay, I'm actually not that opposed to it. But it's not quite right. What if I do this? That looks better. Yeah. It's not quite the same. But I don't think it really needs to be perfect because I mean it is a different part of the tower. And I mean they'll be more similar when I get the fine details in. It looks sad looking on diagonals. Sad looking is the right word. It's definitely just not quite right. I think it's fine though. I think once it's in the context of a larger build and gets a little bit more detail, it won't matter quite as much. I just have to figure out how to apply this same strategy here. I think it would be like this. Yeah, that doesn't make that much of a difference, to be honest. I don't think it matters that much. That's weird looking on the diagonals. Once you like take a step back and just look at it like rotating around, it's really not that noticeable if you're because you can't see both sides at once. Your eye can't just like compare them. The strange diagonal offends me. Here's the thing. Minecraft builds are essentially like a 3D expressionist painting. The thing is you can only use cubes, so one type of brush stroke. So at the end of the day, if it doesn't look perfect up close, it's okay. Because when it's seen in the context of the full image, it makes sense. So I'm going to kind of work off of that philosophy for this. Hey, welcome to Stream Crafty. Let's see, so just gotta kind of make sure it's right. This one needs to go all the way down. Yeah. We are currently working on the new big build. It's a very large lava castle. When I say very large, I mean very, very large. Now, of course, it's symmetrical, so we can just copy and paste stuff, so we only ever need to build one tower, because it would be really boring if I was building the same tower over and over again, but it'll be pretty big when it's done, with all the copied stuff. We just need one really good looking tower to put in each of these places. And then we'll build the walls. Hermitcraft type build. I mean, I take that as high praise, personally. So thank you. But yeah, I mean, it does kind of have that vibe of just very big. Oh, I need to figure out how to do this diagonal thing on the other the other 3 diagonals. Oh boy. Oh, fun. Wow, that looks so weird on the interior. One moment. I've taken a screenshot. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to put another red design over here. This one's directly across, so it should be identical instead of flipped. There we are. Nice. Now down here, same thing. Got one weird block over there. Sorry, the one weird block's on this side. Then we fill it in right here. Yeah. If you add this castle as a naturally occurring structure in stupid mod, make it completely hollow except for a chest with 1 Bitcoin. I don't know how to add structures, to be honest. I could look into it though. I don't know if I'd have the time to learn it though. That'd be my one issue. Also, oh wait, no, this isn't going to be done in time. That's the issue. That's the proper issue with that. If it were done in time, and I had the time to add it, I would though. I like the idea, but I just can't execute on it. Let's bring this over the top so I can insert some blocks right here. It's a hardcore survival series where you remake all your builds in this world in full survival. I can't imagine that, and it makes me not want to do it. Genuinely though, most of the stuff would be so annoying to create in survival. Red nether brick, by the way, is an infuriating block to try and deal with if you don't have the unpackable nether wart out on. That makes you can just turn nether wart blocks into nether wart. Because every block of this requires 2 netherrack smelted down and 2 pieces of nether wart. Every single one of these. That's a huge pain. If I tried to recreate this one, I think I'd more have trouble with just the sheer variety of resources and also the amount of netherite blocks I use in the ceiling. There's a few. I think there's also anvils. Yeah, there's anvils in the street lights. What other things can I just not do in survival realistically? I'm curious if I ever want to recreate this. I think it's honestly just that. You should do a series where you build these in a hardcore Minecraft world, but also in adventure mode. Okay, so I need to mine everything via creeper. I'd rather just jump off the tower. But yeah, no, these would all be horrible to try and recreate in any sort of survival setting. And one step further into it in spectator mode. So I can't even lure creepers to blow up blocks. I don't even get that luxury. Make a second tower. I will soon. Actually, probably before I end stream. Oh wait, actually no. It won't be on this stream. I need to detail this before I duplicate it, but there will be 6 of these. 5 more. It'll just be copy and pasted, but yeah. But one sec, let me flip this image real quick that I'm using as a reference of my own build. How can I edit this? Is there a button for flip? Settings, nope, that is my just overall picture. Oh, I closed it. Well, it's gone. Almost 3 hours in now. Oh, I know. What was there? 6. I don't know if I have enough planes. You're gonna need 4 more. $11.9. Oh, actually, we're past $11.9. Whatever day it is gonna be crazy. It'll be a tragedy. No, I'll just do this one based solely off of just copying over this one. 3, 4, 3, 4. Next up, 3, 1, 3, 1. Okay, that's correct. Which means now I have a vibe for what I need to put in here. And then this one drops off after 2. Means it also needs to pick up back up right there. So that one means this one's the one off to the side. Perfect. There we are. Yet another crystal. Not even crystal. Originally I was gonna make them like crystals or something. I might still. I can also copy this, but we'll just go down here. And I will do this and take a screenshot. And open the screenshot on my other monitor, and boom, now I have a reference image. It goes like that, and that like that. Yep. That is all correct. Oh, that needs to go down further. A little bit of each of that there. One more. Oh wait, did we already do it? No, it's over here. I wish I could have copied this. The thing is, I could have copied these walls, but doing all of like the math and stuff to figure out exactly where it needs to get copied to, I think would have taken longer. So that left us with this option. So you should put a big bow on top of the castle for Christmas. The bow is actually a mega cannon to kill Santa. Should hunt down Santa. That should be my video idea for the 5th. I killed Santa Claus. And it's just me with a shotgun pointed at Santa. In real life. I'm sure that wouldn't get age restricted. It would be a Minecraft video. It actually wouldn't be anything to do with it. It would just be like me building. It would be completely clickbait. I'm Santa now, according to the movie The Santa Claus. Which is canon, I believe, to the Bible. See, I feel like these building streams will have me say something just like strange, and then I'll just be like, okay, and then I'm gonna count 4 blocks. So I'm gonna say a strange Christmas comedy movie is canon to the Bible, and then I'll mine these blocks over here. Very strange combination of things sometimes. All right, I think that is all of our red. Let's see. Santa isn't mentioned anywhere in the Bible except for the beginning where they say his name 6 times in all caps. Do they? I feel like I don't remember that part. But then again, I haven't read it. Every time I pick it up, my hands start to burn. Same kind of feeling when I step on any kind of hallowed ground, is just kind of that burning sensation. Wow, look at that tower. Doesn't even have a top on it. Yeah, it's just a thick cylinder. Gorgeous cylinder. Should I turn it into an actual block now? It's in the foreword. The book before the table of content. Well, no, if it's the foreword, then they could have only mentioned his name 2 to 4 times, depending on how they do it. I have the opposite thing where I pick it up, the book starts glowing and vibrating for some reason. That's some kind of demonic magic, clearly. Guys, get him, not me. You know what would be really funny? Maybe, oh, would this be offensive to do to someone? Like, say you're just hanging out with someone who, I'm really, you know what? I think what I was about to say might be, see, I thought through, I'm like, wait, what if you did this to a person? I'm like, no, wait, that might be immoral. I think the beeping is actually my car alarm. I am, uh, I did park under your floorboards. Apologies. It just felt like a good spot to lurk and stream from. What do we want to do with these extra diamonds? I could just leave them blank. Like, that's not... Oh, wait, if I leave them blank, I could do banners later, hanging down from the top. Let's leave them blank. All right, let's stand right in the middle here. We want like 15, like 1, 15 by 15 by -1. That's one of the Archer of Morals. Well, the moment it starts being like offensive to people, I start being like, oh, maybe I probably shouldn't do that. What I was gonna say before, I thought, I guess it's not that bad. You know, I feel like I really see. I'm going back and forth on this because I don't make jokes about religion ever, but it's such a mild one. I'm just gonna move on. I'm just gonna move to something funnier because it wasn't even that good anyway. Um, so we want Blackstone, replace black planning grid. Yeah, I mean, just keep holding the book if it's beeping faster. And brace yourself because it is a one-way ticket straight to God or Satan. We'll find out. Yay. Black planning grid has been replaced. I mean, it's not textured at all, but Go down a little bit. Down a little bit. Go down a little bit. Weird flowing thing just appeared in front of me and it's literally warping the light around it. It's probably fine. Touch it. Okay, guys, I think I finally got him. Okay, that I don't know what that's about. You know, I mean, my plan was just a bomb with a black hole in it, but it sounds like you've got your own kind of stuff going on. If you read the Bible enough, you get karma 10 and go to the void sea beneath the world. That's the third option they don't want you to know about. Actually, I think there is a third option. I totally know my religions. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about, like, any religion, really. Let's see. Archer, why'd you put a baby beaver / dragon in my tub? Wait, did you get the wrong one? Oh. Also, which is it? Is it a combination of the two? Is the dragon building a dam? Okay, and then we want to go into here. Polished. Deep slate. Replace. Light. Gray. Oops. I meant deep slate brick. Wait. What is it called? Oh, it's just deep slate brick. It's polished black stone brick I'm thinking of. Deep slate doesn't have the same weird naming convention. Okay, so now I need to, now that I've submitted that once, I can do polished deep slate. They'll change that. Oops. Let me just go through here. The hybrid, it's actively damning the tub, while stealing my valuables. Well, it's got a horde. Actually, that's kind of a cool combination of creatures now that I think about it. It's gonna live in a river, build a dam, but it is also going to hoard treasure and breathe fire. You get water and you get fire. You get a pile of sticks and you get a pile of treasure. Seems like a win-win to me. Alright, so how does that look now? A little spookier, I'd say. I mean, it definitely needs a lot of detail. Like, so much. And I'm realizing I probably should use bricks. Or just polished blackstone. You know, we can do that still. And I can fill more. Let's see. So we're replacing black stone this time with polished polished black stone. And this time I'm gonna make the area fill bigger. There we are. I think that looks a little nicer. I mean, I could always do bricks as well, but I think that looks a little bit nicer. It definitely needs a lot of detailing still. And we need the top, which is its whole own thing to do. But we've got our basic layout figured out. We've got one tower started, which after we get one, we copy it. It's easy enough. Why does that look slightly misaligned? Better not be. Oh, I see why. On one side I replaced the block, on this side I didn't. How about that block? Over here it's replaced. That's why it looked weird. Okay. That got a little worrying for a second. But yeah, I mean, we've done a few good builds on stream. That one, then we moved on to this one, then this one. I think this is going to be probably one of the most impressive looking. If I don't know if it's going to be my favorite, because that one's hard to beat. That one we also spent so much time on just because of how much I enjoyed making it. But yeah, I think this one will still be pretty fun. I think this will probably be number 2 if it shapes up the way I'm imagining it. And the sensor is going to get pretty big too. And of course, it's probably going to be a hexagon in the middle because we've got the hexagon thing going on. I just feel like, I mean, it could always be a different shape as well, but we can examine that in a future stream because I know I haven't streamed in a long time. And in ages, really. I mean, it's been like a whole, like, what, 9 days? But I think that's where we're going to have to wrap it up for the night. So thank you, everyone, for watching. Oh, actually, I should probably say, I am not going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm still busy Tuesdays. Probably not on Thanksgiving either. And, you know, maybe Friday this week. I don't know, actually. Well, we'll see. Friday, it's not as weird. Maybe Wednesday, I don't know. To be honest, the entire stream schedule for this week is, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm busy, so we'll have to fit in. Soon I won't be, though. After the 5th, a lot of stuff's going to free up, because I have some IRL stuff I got to sort up around that time. And, well, of course, the D&D podcast is coming out around that time. So thank you for watching. And I'll see you in a future stream whenever that happens. Bye, everyone.